Question: how do you craft the perfect voicemail that will encourage your client or your prospect to call you back? If you're out there doing your prospecting the way you should be, making your calls, looking for new business, spending at least an hour or two every day trying to find that next deal, you're going to be leaving voicemails. And it can feel awkward and it can sound awkward to the person that you're leaving the voicemail for. It's important that you get your information across quickly, that you understand how long people will listen, and that you leave the message in a way that encourages someone to call you back. Today, we're going to talk about 10 tips to leave a great voicemail, an effective voicemail that will either at least help someone remember your name so it starts to become familiar, or better yet, call you back. First tip, use first names only. For example, hi Amy, it's SandiWarner with Warner Realty Group, blah blah blah. Instead of, hi Mrs. Johnson, this is SandiWarner and I'm calling just to check in. You don't want to do that. You want to get your confidence out there. Just first names. It shows confidence in you that you're talking to an equal. And by identifying yourself right up front, you're being confident that it's okay to make this call. Number 2, make sure your call is relevant to the recipient. Some schools of thought out there kind of leads you to trick the person to call you back and say something like, hi Amy, it's SandiWarner, just checking in, hit me back, or something like that. I don't know about you, but I would not respond to that phone call. I think what you want to do, or what I recommend you do, is you want to put context into that call and give that prospect a reason to call you back. So what I would say is, hi, it's SandiWarner, or hi Amy, it's SandiWarner with Warner Realty Group. I'm giving you a call. I noticed you were on the site earlier and I wanted to see if I could answer any questions about 123 Banana Street. Number 3, lead with the benefits. People are much more likely to respond if they can see why responding to you might be of benefit to them. Everybody has this mentality, what's in it for me? Nobody's going to call you back just to be polite because they don't need to. You're initiating that contact. So always give them a reason and make them understand what the benefit is for calling you back. Hey, Amy, it's SandiWarner with Warner Realty Group. Hey, I noticed that you did a valuation on our site for your property at, 256 Apple Street. The valuation that was given to you is based on third-party information only because you've lived in that house for 20 years, and I would be very happy to get you more information and make sure we've really refined that to give you an accurate value. Please call me. You're offering them a service. You're offering them a benefit instead of just saying, hey, it's SandiWarner, call me back. Number 4, be cognizant of your tone and your speed. Do your best to drop your salesy voice. Try not to go really high-pitched and cutesy. Stay very, hey, Amy, however you would normally talk if someone was in front of you. Oftentimes when we're uncomfortable, we raise our voice. Hi, it's Sandi. I just wanted to check and see. Stay confident. Don't go salesy. Don't get smarmy. Just use your normal voice and try to speak slowly enough that they can hear you. You want to adopt a friendly, confident, and casual tone. Number 5, leave your message at the end of the day. So how would that look? If you're prospecting, a lot of us prospect in the morning. So if you're making your calls between whatever it is, 9 and 11 or 8 and whatever, and you have reached a voicemail a couple of times, what you might do is your CRM should allow you to schedule a follow-up and hit you with a reminder. So schedule that follow-up for 5 o'clock that night and go back and leave voicemails for everyone that night. You might get lucky. They might answer, which is sometimes is hard because you used up all your courage to make the first call, but that's okay. Remember, the more people you get on the phone, the more business you do. Number 6, tell the prospect you're going to follow up with them. Tell your prospects if you don't hear back from them, you're going to follow up on X date or in a few days, or I'll call you back, or hey, I'm going to follow this up with a text. I usually say, hi Amy, it's SandiWarner with Warner Realty Group. This is the reason for my call. This is why I would like you to call me back. If I don't hear from you, I'll give you a call back on Thursday. Oh, I'm going to follow this up with a text, and I'm putting some information in an email for you. Could you take a look for that? That's all you got to do. Number 7, give the person another way to get in touch with you. So that voicemail sounds like, "Hey Amy, it's SandiWarner with Warner Realty Group. These are all the reasons I've called you, and this is when I'm going to try calling you back. If you get this message, would you please call me or text me at my contact number, or I'm going to send you an email if you want to reply to that." Remember, not everyone likes talking on the phone, including this girl. So give them another way to get in touch with you and contact them in several ways. So the voicemail is the first touch. You want a vocal touch so they know that you're not just, everybody's using bots right now. So if they're getting a voicemail from you and it's a pleasant, comfortable message that's respectful of their time, they're more likely to call you back or respond to another methodology of contact. Number 8, this is old school, and this is really, really basic. Be sure to start and end with your contact information. "Hi, Amy. It's SandiWarner with Warner Realty Group. My number is 401-662-7204. I'm giving you a call today because I noticed you were on the site and you viewed our new listing at 12 Prospect Street. I'm calling to see if I can get any more information for you. I'll follow this up with a text or an email. If you could please give me a call back, it's 401-662-7204. See? Front and end. I probably am talking a little too fast. I might slow that down a little bit on the phone because you want to make it easy for someone to write it down, right? We're not all talking to ourselves. So someone like me who's maybe a little more technologically savvy, who is calling a bunch of people in a row, who is used to talking on the phone, I may be calling someone who is a very private person, who maybe I'm calling their home phone and they're looking for a pen to write it down. You want to be cognizant that everyone approaches communication a slightly different way. Talking point number 9, be concise. Don't ramble through that call. Research suggests that the ideal length of a voicemail is 30 seconds. This time frame was going to force you to get to the point. So you want to know what you're going to say before you call. Don't risk the prospect tuning you out. By keeping it short and being specific and getting to the point quickly, you're also showing them that you respect their time. And number 10, here's a cool one. Automate this. If you have a dialer system, some CRMs do this. There are ways that you can record a voicemail that's very generic. It can be challenging. You kind of lose the ability to use the first name. But if you had a recorded voicemail, you could have everything else that was very concise. I would not do that because I think you're falling back into the bot phase. But if you're the type that uses you're using a 3-line dialer and you're just whipping through a phone list of 120 or, you're trying to get 100 calls in today, that's a great way to do a really good voicemail. I don't call that many people a day. I'm probably closer to 20 or 30 a day. And I like to craft my message specifically for who I'm calling for. So what I do is I draft out a basic paragraph and it's just next to my computer. And then I know that I have these kind of scripts that I do. So I hope this helps you. If you're out there, number 1, please make sure you're making your call. The market is shifting, but we're still just doing real estate, right? Real estate is real estate. Stay out there. This is a great time to be activating buyers who may have gotten out of the market previously. Make sure your voicemail represents you really, really well. If you would like a copy of these tips, I'm going to try to post them down below. If you would like to talk one-on-one about any problems you're having in real estate or any questions you're having growing your business, give me a call. I'm SandiWarner at Warner Realty Group, making the complex simple.